The air fryer craze has been around for a few years, but has recently doubled in terms of sales and therefore popularity. People are moving away from their ovens and especially their microwaves in favour of the small and portable hot air machine. Should you be making the switch to an air fryer, or have you already? Stay with us as we do a deep dive into the good, the bad, and the average when it comes to the almighty air fryer. Hello and welcome to 5 Pillars Health, the channel where we show you how to get healthy and stay healthy through the 5 pillars of sleep, hydration, nutrition, sunlight, and movement. Let's start with what an air fryer actually is. An air fryer is a type of powerful convection oven that mimics the effects of deep-fried food by using heated air. There are 4 parts to an air fryer: the heating system, the fan system, the food chamber, and the panel that controls temperature and time. The heating mechanism controls the hot temperatures, whilst the fan system controls the flow of air, which takes the heat from the heating mechanism and circulates it around the food chamber. Air fryers have become increasingly popular due to very many reasons. First off, they're incredibly easy to use. You don't need to be a master chef to operate the simple control panel displayed on the front of your air fryer. Many brands come with recipe booklets to instruct even the most useless in the kitchen into creating impressive family dishes. It's also safer than regular frying or deep frying because you're not directly exposed to hot oil. The air fryer can cook without the use of oil, but even if you do choose to coat your food in some oil, the air fryer will protect you from ever having contact with it. Most air fryers are versatile in that they have many cooking functions like grill, steam, bake, or rotisserie. Some come with pictures on their panel that give you an automatic setting depending on the food you're wanting to make. It also saves counter space as it is fairly compact. Most air fryers are smaller than a microwave, and of course are much smaller than an oven. For those of you who live in cities or small apartments, you don't have to forego delicious meals because you have limited space. It's also portable, which is why people have been known to take them on camping trips and weekends away. Air fryers can cook food from frozen. With just a few adjustments to the cooking time and temperature, you can bypass defrosting altogether and save time and water. The biggest reason to advocate for an air fryer over a microwave is the question of radiation. Microwaves contain an electric tube known as a magnetron that is responsible for emitting electromagnetic radiation. This produces very tiny, or microwaves, get it, that are reflected inside the oven where it will be absorbed by the food. This forces the water molecules in the food to vibrate, producing heat to cook the food. The type of radiation that a microwave produces is non-ionizing, meaning it is not the same type of radiation emitted by X-rays. Studies have been inconclusive as to whether low levels of microwave radiation have any direct health causes, but there have been multiple studies linking low-level radiation from mobile phones to certain health conditions like cancers and other brain-related issues. We are exposed to low-level radiation on a daily basis because of cell phones and Wi-Fi connectivity. So, making sure to keep levels as low as possible would be your best bet. If you do choose to use a microwave, make sure it is not damaged, as a damaged microwave can present a risk of microwave energy leaks. Make sure the door hinges, latches, and seals of your microwave are also in top shape to avoid any microwave-related health issues. Air fryers are also great for lower fat eating. Whilst we advocate for healthy dietary fats, some people may need to reach certain goals by reducing the amount of fat in their diet. The air fryer is a wonderful way to accomplish these goals, as you can crisp food without the use of oil, and food with an already high fat content is rendered to remove a decent amount of fat from the final product. If you want to know more about fat, and if you should be having it in your diet, go and check out our page for more info. What makes the air fryer a healthy alternative is that it doesn't make use of non-stick cookware material that releases unhealthy particles into our food. Non-stick cookware has been known to cause some health issues, namely the Teflon pans as they're coated with PTEE or PFOA. PTEE is a chemical made up of carbon and fluorine atoms and rose to popularity as early as the 1930s because it's convenient to use and clean and also requires minimal butter or oil. Studies have shown that PFOA can be linked to many health conditions like thyroid disorders, kidney and liver disease, and testicular cancer, even infertility and low birth weight. While a lot of Teflon cookware does not contain PFOAs and PTEEs, there are other components to the products that are not fully understood, which may pose health risks. If Teflon is heated past a certain point, it releases a fume that can cause headaches, fever, flu-like symptoms, and body aches. The onset of these symptoms is 4 to 10 hours after exposure, and the effects can last for 12 to 48 hours. In more serious cases, there have been reports of lung damage, but these are very rare. The rule with Teflon is to only cook on low to medium heat to avoid any negative health risks, but this can limit your culinary creativity. It's hard to think that an air fryer could have any downsides, but informed decisions are always made based on all available evidence. The cleaning process is not as easy as a microwave, as there are many parts to it that are prone to becoming caked in grease and/or other food particles, depending on what you cook in your air fryer. An air fryer is also not so good at reheating liquid food-based items like soups and vegetables. The hot air circulation can dry out or crisp up food items that you wouldn't necessarily like to crisp up. Crispy spaghetti bolognese doesn't exactly sound like the best leftovers. An air fryer also takes a lot longer than a microwave to reheat food, and isn't great for things like reheating coffee or melting butter for baking. When it comes to energy consumption, air fryers can be a better use. It is certainly a better use of energy consumption compared to an oven, and may be better than a microwave, depending on what it is you're cooking. Some air fryers use up to 1,700 watts for a long cooking period, whilst there is no standby mode. A microwave, in comparison, uses 1,200 watts for 30 minutes of cooking, and when in standby, can consume an extra 2 to 7 watts. This debate really comes down to function. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please tap the like button for us. We'd appreciate it. Ultimately, the question of the craze comes down to the individual, which, if you've been a follower of 5 Pillars for a while, you'll know that's exactly what we advocate for. Air fryers are a safe, cost-effective, and healthy cooking option for single and multiple use. Do you own an air fryer? What do you make of the trend? Let us know in the comments and help our community make a more informed health decision.